I've got to be a macho man. Who's first? Yee, what's up, man? How was your week? It's good, man. Celebrated my birthday yesterday. Yeah, I just saw that. Like in the span of 10 minutes. That's crazy. I think now is a good time to start talking about WWE again. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, he ain't playing, and I know that's illegal too. So he must not be playing about that. That third party stuff is crazy. Would you give up, Austin? Would you give up if you were like a Twitch streamer and all that? Would you give up your money? Don't talk about the Lions defense. Would you give up your stream income and all that if Vince made you? Michigan Timmy Turner. Why were you playing with EIUs? You playing with Romo? No, that ain't Romo. Lions defense is garbage. I honestly I read the Bleacher Report article today, a little bit of it, and I mean, what more can you say? Like they suck. And and the thing for me is like now the player like Stafford's getting all the blame and like the problem like how do you have 10 players on defense three times in 2 weeks? That's a coaching thing. Coach Romo with a 70 overall team. That's horrible. Yeah, so Michigan sport every sport in Michigan. The Wolverines are trash. The Spartans are trash. Red Wings are trash. Tigers are trash. The Lions are trash. Pistons are trash. Like there's no upside. All trash. Dalvin Cook, man, listen, it's not even Dalvin Cook giving Cousins his contract. The Lions did that. Like they couldn't stop. Man, they couldn't stop a nosebleed in the nosebleed factory. I don't know. It was a bad metaphor. Whatever. I'm off my game today. That's what I'm going to address that here, Chris, in a second. Um, Actually, I'll just do it now. I changed the name because I'm all about giving people choices and options. I don't want to stuff my content down you guys' throat. I want you to, want to follow me and want to watch my stuff. So I'm going to brand my accounts into three different accounts. We got Qwality Sports, Qwality Films, and Qwality TV. I'm gonna start migrating all my sketches and stuff to Qwality TV, and then sometimes I'll make like a short film and I'll post it on Qwality Film. So I'll drop the links in the descriptions and everything below. But kind of want, like I said, I want to give you guys a choice to follow my stuff and follow the things that I do. So I want people to watch what they want to watch and go from there. So uh, yeah, Qwality Sports. It's the same umbrella. It's the same everything. I just changed the AV. Try to attract more subscribers that aren't really tuned in yet. Qwality TV is kind of hard to search for too. Also, I'm gonna start referring to my sports website a little bit more. Goodifitgoes.com. Like us on Facebook, Good If It Goes. Follow us on Twitter, Good If It Goes _ and then the website, goodifitgoes.com. If you want to write, email me a writing sample, your resume. You can cover whatever team you want. I help you guys get to whatever level you want to get to. Teach you guys how to make videos on your own, but looking for people who want to write and potentially make money. So email me, dyoung@quantitymedia.com. I think you should be able to find it in the info, but I will drop a link here. that right now. And if you're a content creator and you kind of want to see your stuff grow, you want to help grow your channel, reach out to me. We can talk about stuff too. Like I said, this stuff is for you guys, man. I think the only thing that I could do right now really is educate and try to help you guys become better at what you want to do too, because I have the knowledge, and why not share it? Raiders Chargers game. I'm still over or not over Justin Herbert being that good. I think I missed the end of the Raiders Chargers game. I dropped my email in the description for you guys. But yeah, so I'm branding. This is just gonna be strictly sports from here on out. I'll do the sports trivia, take a guess at 4:30s on Fridays. We're gonna do Lions videos. I'm doing more baseball, basketball stuff is on the way. I keep saying that, but it's coming. And I'm bringing back some other stuff that you guys may not be hip to. Me and a couple of my buddies did a podcast a couple of years ago, so I'm going to try to migrate that over here too. But you can check out some old episodes on goodifitgoes.com. And that's the state of quality sports right now. Tua is going to win Rookie of the Year. I don't think so. I think the way it's looking now, I think if Herbert keeps playing the way he's playing, he's going to be the surprise. But Tua's playing. I still don't think. They're gonna get a hold of him. Like once they figure out how to game plan and how to scheme for him, I think he's not gonna be having as much success as you see. And if he does, then I'll eat my words. But once you get film on a guy, it's kind of easier to game plan for him and make him make mistakes. So I think over the next couple of weeks, you want to see how good he gets. I think probably this game or next game. That's when we'll know what's really going on with Tua. What's up, Andrew? You in third place on the leaderboard, man. You got to take a guess. You got to keep up with them guys. We could have had Tua or Herbert to gain experience behind Stafford. Yeah, man, it's looking grim for Stafford in here in Detroit, and I think that's just because of the fans. Like, there's nothing that he can really do because it's the coaching, and I think everybody knows it's the coaching. So he hasn't been a winner, and they're not winning. So that's what happens when you play quarterback. You got to take that blame. Advaith Kumar, what's up? I think that's the first time I've seen that name. Brian Flores should win Coach of the Year. I don't really have an argument for that one. Justin Fields to Detroit. Everybody already looking towards the draft. I did not sprain my ankle. I actually tore ligaments in it. Ouch. Are you doing physical therapy? How about them Lions? Trash. Trade them to Chicago. No. There's no way you trade a quarterback like that within your division. Scott, like, so I'm saying, like, it's no way that he's going to escape the criticism. It's just because my issue is Bevel is probably the least creative play caller I've ever seen in my life. I think like halfway through, not even halfway through the second quarter, they got tendency heavy, and Adrian Peterson was the play action back. And I think the Vikings started to pick up on that. And it's just like Bevel has all these weapons and he doesn't know how to use them. He just wants to off tackle Adrian Peterson, and we don't run any type of crossing routes. We don't make Stafford's throws any easier earlier in the game because he came out in the first half on fire. So they go into halftime and make adjustments. And I think the first play he threw an interception on. You got the crossers coming in front and the dig right behind it, and they're playing cover 2 because they're up 14. So, it's just terrible coaching decisions on both sides of the ball. That second interception was definitely on Stafford, though. He threw it in a horrible spot. But man, you can just see like when they're defeated. I think that was the most I've seen them defeated this entire year. That defense is Swiss cheese. Oh, it's just horrible, man. I was King Base. Okay, what's up, King Kumar? You can't be changing your name on me. What do you think about the Packers? And name 2 ways the Packers could go to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers. That's it. Aaron Rodgers. That's it. I think they're gonna wrap up the NFC North easily because everybody else is trashed. If the Bears had a quarterback, they would probably compete, but I think they're gonna take the North easily. And it's all because of Aaron Rodgers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. And that's the thing, man. We play horrible in November and December, so that's it. Like, I think the Jaguars game is what did it for me because that's one of those false hope games because the Jaguars are a bad team. So if they would have lost that game, I hope, like in some alternate universe, they would have fired Patricia and actually had a chance. I saw a couple of people recommending the special teams coordinator get the interim job because they're the only ones making plays. How you get 2 block punts in the same game? That's somebody that's actually doing their job. Lions need to get the O lineman from the draft. Lions need a lot. Yeah, I don't think he's effective though. Like, I won't argue that he's not effective. I just think his creativity, like once he gets off script, he's trash. Like the Lions, I think last week was the first time they didn't lead in the first quarter. And like he's really good for getting them ahead. And then it's like once he gets off script, what the hell do I do? Where are the adjustments? So I don't like him. I think that he's making Stafford look very careless with the ball because he's trying to it's nothing easy. Like the first play last week was play action to Marvin Hall up top. And you're going off of, hey, people are stacking the box when Adrian Peterson's in the game, so let's take a shot. But, I mean, that's not an easy throw for somebody coming off of no practice all week. It was stupid. So, like, I just think if you watch the game and you just see the type of the play calls that he calls, it's easy to me. Everything's, like, intermediate to start off. He doesn't dink and dunk down the field. He doesn't use Swift enough. Adrian Peterson is tendency heavy. Like he got all these weapons and don't know how to use them. What's up, Mike? Mike 7D. We have 0 passable coaches aside from the special teams guy. Yeah. I think everybody's on the trade Stafford. The video I did last year, I think that was more so for Stafford's sake. But I mean, what's the point in like wasting another great player's career? Like I think after Tony Romo retired, I kind of thought mentally Stafford was like a poor man's Romo. It's just playing in Detroit is trash. Like he would be better and serviceable on any other team. And I think Max Kellerman this whole summer, like years prior, he would say Stafford's just not a good quarterback. And then this whole summer he went on that Stafford should go to New England deal because, you know, people know that he's a great quarterback. He's just in a terrible situation. The Lions are bad. And that's like really the only thing that you can argue. Like he's night and day the best quarterback that they've ever had, including Bobby Lane. This team just sucks. Was drinking the Kool-Aid with Patricia was a good coach. Me too. I thought that Patriot Way stuff was going to work. I want him gone. Lions should trade 0 passable coaches. A team like the football team, maybe Pats. I don't know, man. I think I saw a couple like Sam Darnold for Stafford trades for some. I wouldn't send him to anywhere. Like if they do trade him, I would hope that he doesn't go anywhere that's just completely a desolate wasteland. I keep seeing Tony Dungy in there, and I don't know, man. I don't want anybody that's been in the NFL for 40 and 50 years because it's just going to be the same old thing. It's got to be something new in Detroit. The Fords got to go. That's what it is. The whole problem is that the Fords still own this team, and they're running it into the ground. Call. Okuda had the last few weeks. Okuda, I think he was ranked top 3 corner in the by is it Pro Football Focus or whoever. They said he graded out over the games after the bye week. He graded out really high, and playing corner in the NFL is hard as a rookie, man. It's a lot to learn, and I think he's a lot better than where he was in the first couple of weeks. What's going on, James? Said 9-7 wasn't good enough, and man. Hey, but 10, 20, 12, 27, and whatever, one is definitely not good enough. At least we aren't the Jets. That's that's very disheartening. Yeah, Stafford should leave for himself. I think that was the purpose of the video I made last year. Caldwell is definitely better than Patricia, but we still weren't going anywhere with Caldwell either. After the Pats win, do you think the Pats are back in it? No, I think I don't know why, but I keep seeing people say that Kraft's going to fire Bill Belichick after one bad season. I don't think that's going to happen at all. You don't, and unless, like I kept saying last year, I'm not watching the game if Stafford's not the quarterback, because then we have absolutely no chance. Darnold is ass. What part of New York you from, James? I think Pete Carroll is going to be one of those guys who has to be forced out of his, like, he's either going to retire or he's going to walk away from the game, because they've been winning since he's been there, and like he's that's the job that he's going to have to walk away from on his own accord. This is what the 2000s were like. This is what the 90s were like. This is what the 2000s were like. This is what the entire Lions existence has been like as a fan. My reaction to the Hail Mary in Detroit. I was driving on. I did a football with a Lions fan video on it when it happened. But I was driving from the east side of Pennsylvania to Pittsburgh, and I remember it vividly. Like, I was getting score updates on Twitter, and there were 6 seconds left, and it was like a minute had passed, and I said, "Wow, something really bad must have happened, because it's been 6 seconds for so long." And I refreshed it, and I saw whatever the score was when they went up, and I just said, "Yeah, this is the last time." And here I am, 3 or 4 years later, still cheering for these losers. Have a great weekend, Kumar. Man, I already know God. Hey, yeah. If it's the same regime, you guys got to read that Bleacher Report article. It's just a terrible locker room. Everybody who doesn't want to be there left, and nobody wants to play for them. That locker room's gone. Long Island. Okay. The Saints embarrassed the hell out. Embarrassed them. He's still not done for, but I don't think that the Buccaneers are gonna go as far as, like, that dream team stuff never works. But it's still Tom Brady. That's the only thing. Stafford, I thought it would be an MVP caliber season. After it would have had to have been after the Atlanta game, you could start that campaign. I think Leftwich, he's been getting good consideration. I wouldn't be opposed to him. Like, I think it's gonna have to be somebody with a completely different philosophy. He's not one of those good old boys who's already been in the NFL for decades. I haven't heard the Cleveland Browns moving to Mexico City thing. I wish I would have made a rant video on the 2014 wild card. We won that game, man. They picked up that flag. I will never let go of that one. Lamar or Kyler Murray? I'm taking Lamar, but he's going to have to. It's turning into Vic 2.0. Like, he's got to have to figure that passing stuff out, because they're going to game plan and scheme to make you throw to beat them. So I didn't say. I just said I've been hearing Dungy. Like, I don't have a pick. Like, it's just the same old stuff out there. There's nobody out there that I think can. I don't think his team is a bad team talent wise. I just think that they're completely outcoached every week. Like, how do you the 10 men on the field thing is kind of like the most blatantly obvious thing. Like, how do you do that and not coach it up and then have it happen the same week or the week after? What do you think about Calvin Johnson's story with Aaron Rodgers saying that he wishes he was on the other side? I don't blame him. Man, playing for losing teams sucks. Everybody in here is a Lions. Mostly everybody in here is a Lions fan. This is misery. It's terrible. I didn't think Rule was a good hire at first. I think when the right quarterback and without the injuries, I think they're probably a better team too. So I want it to be somebody who's an upstart. I don't want anybody who has that coaching tree pedigree or some. I want somebody who's going to do something completely different. Well, Sweeney, who you talking about with Sweeney? I missed the game last night. We lose to a one-legged man playing on it. That's definitely not more embarrassing than on 16, but it's up there. It's definitely top 5. That the Scott Mitchell interception, Austin? Definitely rock bottom. Man, Javid Best, that was somebody who I had a lot of hope for. Garrett Gilbert wasn't that bad. I remember it as a kid. I think that was when I absolutely despised Scott Mitchell because I think everybody saw that interception coming and he still threw that pick. Javid Best was a really good running back, or he had the potential to be. He was fast as hell. I remember that. I whatever game it was, I just know I remember he broke a long screen, and that's when I knew. I was like, yeah, man, we could have did something with him. I played against Joyke Bell. Joyke Bell was, I think, on that team too, or it might have been a couple of years before he got there. But I played against Joyke Bell in college for 2 years. That boy is a monster. Yeah, I don't know who Sweeney you're referring to, Austin. Big Al. I wish the Lions were more competitive too. Expect them to make the wrong hire now. Like, it's no matter who they like. There's a lot that's gonna need to happen for them to come back from this whole thing, and they're probably gonna have to trade Stafford once that cap hit isn't as bad, and the return is gonna have to be big. Like they're gonna blow it regardless. Yeah, he was quick. He was quick as hell. The champ is here and he's making buttered chicken. We're playing Take a Guess in 25 minutes, guys. Mike's in here. He's going for a three-peat. He went back to back. He's the second person to win 2 games back to back. Might be the first person to win 3 games. I'm going to expand the leaderboard next week, and I might add a couple of more prizes for Christmas just because I want to give some stuff away. And there might possibly be potential for an Xbox or PS5 giveaway, all depending upon a few things. So, Sean Hill was horrible. We're gonna fire Patricia. Oh my God! If they bring in another Patriot, we can't do the Patriot way stuff in Detroit. That stuff doesn't work anymore. Doesn't even work for Bill Belichick apparently because it was all Tom Brady or it was the cheating. It's one of the two. It was either Belichick, Brady, or the cheating. Mainly the cheating, probably. Infant Goose, what's up? Joyke Bell, what high school you go to, Austin? That's Battle Creek, ain't it? He from Battle Creek or Benton Harbor, one of the two. Clemson, okay. I gotta look more into. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about with that. No, Mike McCarthy's a horrible coach. He probably. I think Mike McCarthy might be the one of the worst coaches to win a Super Bowl. The only reason that the Packers were good is because of Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think there's any Packers fan that would disagree with that sentiment. I would trade that Lambeau Field win for any of the other times that Dabo. No, no, not at all. I don't think college coaches like that. He has a cushy job. I don't think he's gonna to leave that for a Detroit Lions gig. Andrew said he's winning this week. I like it. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. They're just plays away. Like with the Swift drop, that changes the season already. Because now you're defeated, you're dejected. You know you can win, but you let something slip, and then you're just gonna lose the locker room more. So it's just more so like you can't come. I don't think they can come back from this. It's gonna take a miracle. And Galladay's out now. Hawkinson's not playing this week, so Stafford's down two more weapons. And we got Marvin Hall, Cephas, Amendola, and then that's pretty much it's gonna be horrible from here on out. Yeah, Battle Creek, I remember that. I'm gonna give the Patriots a pass on 2020, even if they don't deserve it. Yeah, I mean, this has been a horrible. I thought it was gonna be one of those. The end of the world's happening. The Lions are definitely winning things, but nope, not going that way. Same old Lions. McCarthy only got Rodgers one ring, and that's it. Aaron, those Packers teams should have at least three. I think he did. I mean, carry on losing the starting role is on him. He's just been injured. Like I think he's making the most of what he has and what he's getting, but I definitely bring Adrian Peterson in, and you have to draft a back like DeAndre Swift. So carry on's getting in where he's fitting in. So hopefully they can re-sign him for something cheap, and he can kind of build a career, or he can go somewhere else and see how he flourishes. Man, I didn't even know Culpepper played at that point. I think I was in college and I wasn't really watching the games on Sunday, but I did. I just found out that Culpepper played in Detroit. I think it was like 2016. Lions got my hopes up and now down. Though do not raise your expectations at all. They're bad. Anything that you get, just say, okay, whatever. They got lucky. Do you think that Detroit should try to get Dwayne Haskins for like a 7 for potential? No. I mean, I don't think he would pan out here. He has to go somewhere where he has time to grow and develop, and it would have to be behind like a superstar quarterback, and he would have to be more of a project because he got thrust into some garbage, and now everybody's calling him a bust already. So either he's they beat us last season, so he's bad at times and really bad at times, but he has some wins under his belt. But I don't know. I don't think Haskins is going to get a fair shot just because people have already seen that he's had a hard time. He's going to have to sit behind somebody that's really good. Scott, I'm tired of you. Sales in high school. For me, best one. Do you think that Detroit should try to? I would trade the 2013 fake spike game for the 2014 wild card. The fake spike game, well, where he did the quarterback sneak. Also, this week is a must lose because I predict that Patricia, where are we at? Will be fired this week if he loses. I don't think so, man. DeFord is just. He should have been fired. I think after they lost the Bears game, I would have just said, forget it. But you kind of get you can't give him any more excuses. So there's no preseason, whatever, man. It's over. Thanks, Kurt. Thanks for showing up, man. Lions win Sunday, and next Friday we sitting here with you giving us the Super Bowl back. As long as they're in the hunt, I'm gonna give the Super Bowl back on speech. You think the Lions skin the Patriots even with the players they have now? That we beat the Lions beat them a couple years ago when they were at full strength. So I think Bill probably gave him that game too. I don't know. Hey, here's a little confidence booster. Yeah, I mean, you can also say that. Yeah, okay. I won't say that Brady's the only reason, but who's the better coach, McCarthy or LaFleur? I'm taking LaFleur right now. If the Packers would actually try to help Aaron Rodgers, things would probably be a lot different. Super Bowl picks right now. I'm still thinking Chiefs. I don't want to say the Saints, but I feel like I'm going to say the Saints. I think they're probably they have the most chemistry of all the teams, and I think they're doing what works well for them. Every time the Lions play, I play the Price is Right horn. Quick question. What were you thinking, Pete Carroll? If you're the coach of the Bears, would you put Trubisky for Foles? I think that it's too late to go back to Trubisky because you already showed that you don't have faith in him and you benched him when they were what? Were they 3-1, 3-2, something like that? They were above 500. So I don't think you can go back on that, and you got to ride with Foles now. So coaching is hard, man. That's the only thing that I really got from it because those teams should be I think the Bears should be a lot better than where they are. They made a terrible decision drafting, and you can't stress that enough. That's why we have to hear about it every time the Bears play or Trubisky plays. That's a horrible drafting decision. And they have a really good defense, and Nagy's a horrible play caller, and that's it. Ideal head coach replacement. I don't have I keep saying I don't right now. I don't have any. I think it's gonna have to be some new outside the box type guy. Roster full of players built for the Patriots. Like Jelani's so horrible, man. Jared will blitz for it. Like Jared, he'll blitz for you. He'll run into somebody at full speed for you. But man, get James uninvest in these in Lions football. It's nothing but disappointment. My expectations are on the ground. Yeah, the Tavai draft was hilarious because I've seen a couple people talk about that like it was a positive, and that was, oh my goodness. I don't think anybody can argue that was a great pick. The Bears were the worst 5-1 team ever. Yeah. And you can't go back to a quarterback when you're saying that. Thumbnails are going to stay the same. I'm going to try to get more creative. Detroit and Cleveland. I don't know what that was in reference to. It's a better arm right now, Rodgers or Brady. Rodgers by a mile. Who that nation? Yeah. I don't know, man. I think hopefully this is finally the year they get over the hump, but I don't see anybody in the NFC. It's either going to be nobody from the NFC East. No. Packers, Saints, Bucks. That's the only way. Or Seahawks. Seahawks. I forgot about them. Definitely big on the Seahawks. I think Russell Wilson might get the MVP. Seahawks, I definitely forgot about them out west. Yeah. Might not be on the Saints train right now. Nagy, he passed the play. Wait, when did he pass the play calling duties off? I think Nagy should be fired soon. I think it's all gonna come back to that Mitch Trubisky pick. Like that's kind of like what can you do with him? You can't make that up, and I don't know. He's just in a bad spot. I don't think Bieniemy's gonna come here. Why would you take your first head coaching job in a dead end job with this team? The ghost of Wayne Fonts, the best under 500 coach in history. I'm a Giants fan, so I don't really have anything going for me either. Well, this is basically the land of misfit fans. I eat McDonald's while watching this. What are you eating? Asked Axel. Do you think Trevor Lawrence will stay in college so the Jets don't draft? I think that would be a really good idea. I wanted Detroit to draft DK or Greedy Williams. Oh, I wanted Greedy bad too. Like I don't get the Jelani pick at all. I don't want to make. I think Swift made up for the Bears drop already. We did Super Bowl predictions. I might go back on that Chiefs Saints and go Chiefs Seahawks. Football team is winning the Super Bowl. It'll be a cold day in hell. Any NFC East team can be 3-13 and still make the playoffs. No chance. I wanted Chase Winovich over Jelani. Like I think anybody would have been better over Jelani. Seahawks defense is terrible. Yeah. Lions gonna lion. This week? Okay. So we're gonna see. Man, why are the Flores just as bad as James? They just don't care, man. Putting nothing into it. Yeah, the Cowboys just ran into some unfortunate stuff, but they still weren't. It's McCarthy. Like McCarthy's a bad coach. I think it's kind of universally known now. And I like you look at just coaches like that who just keep getting second chances. Jason Garrett in New York, McCarthy gets another chance. Patricia's still hard. Like these are all guys that shouldn't be coaching. It's kind of why there's no parity in the NFL. It's just the same people going to different jobs and ruining stuff. Like I don't think Bill O'Brien should be employed in the NFL as a head coach ever again. Not even as a coordinator. Like you got to go to college or somewhere to come back from that. Hell no to the Jets if I were Trevor Lawrence. Notre Dame. I don't think I've ever met a Notre Dame fan outside of Indiana. Raiders fan. I worked with Eric Harris a couple years ago. That's a pretty cool guy. Personally think that Detroit should stop doing running back by committee and neither let's. I think Swift should get the start over both. I think Adrian Peterson should be a change of pace. They got to start they got to change that rotation up. Panthers going to be good next year with what quarterback? The Lions draft a quarterback this year. Who you want? I don't like rookie quarterbacks. Cowboys won't do nothing until Jerry Jones is dead. He got to give up his team too. Like they should make these people give up their franchises if they suck. Like this is ridiculous. The Rooney Rule is horrible, but like I think that a lot of those opportunities should go to other places. What do you think about the Dolphins win over the Cardinals? The Cardinals are really inconsistent, man. Like I can't really gauge them. I know they're not like they played the Seahawks tough. They beat them, didn't they? And I can't really figure them out. How the hell is Gase been hired as a head coach twice? I do not know. I hit the Fords. They suck. Correct. Tua and Herbert already look like some of the best though. Yeah, but you still gotta wait till you get film on those guys when you gotta see how they develop and how they grow because from year one to year two, you always like you get to look at quarterbacks and see what their weaknesses are and game plan for it. So I want to see what they're gonna look like later in the season or next year. Wouldn't you say if you were Trevor Lawrence, you would say he might have to pull an Eli and say I'm not playing in New York. Bevel is the most depressingly unimaginative offensive coordinator ever. I like Jim Bob Cooter. First of all, the name is amazing, but I like Jim Bob Cooter. I think he had Stafford protecting the ball better. Linehan was the worst to me. I think it was Linehan and whoever was before Linehan was really Lombardi. Joe Lombardi was horrible. Joe Lombardi and Linehan were two of the worst coordinators ever. Notre Dame is not going to win it all. Will the Browns ever be good? No. The biggest weakness the Lions have currently? Yes. Everything. Gase was hired because he was the offensive genius behind Peyton's success. That's a lie. Can't wait to see the Deion's coaching debut next year. I think that's going to be horrible. I think that's going to be all flash, no substance. Our offensive coordinators are absolutely always the worst, yes. Notre Dame is not going to win it all. So, any more questions before we wrap up, guys? They beat Clemson. I don't think you should base that around everything. Do you think? I don't know, man. I think it. I don't know. I think they're a completely different team with him. Like you can't. No, we've already proven that nobody can run the Patriot way without Belichick. Vrabel's probably the closest, but it's hard to say, and I seriously doubt it. I hate rookie court. Yeah, it's too much of a learning curve. Like I would rather go out and get a veteran. If I think about it, I don't even see anybody that I would want to replace with Stafford. You would have to go younger, but everything's just looking bleak. Belichick can't do anything without Brady. Bye. This is fun. See you next week. Remember King Boo. He will be here. All right. Thoughts on Okuda? I think he's getting better. We're going to see over the next couple of years what happens. I don't know why anybody drunk the Kool-Aid on Patricia. Flores is better than Vrabel. I'm still sticking with Vrabel. Going with Tannehill was a pretty ballsy thing, I think. Hell no, Adam Gase to the Lions. No. I think Hawkinson is going to be really good if he can clean up the drops and everything. I think he has a lot of potential. Like I'm not going to call him Baby Gronk or anything like that, but I think he does have a lot of potential. Hell no, I don't want Adam Gase anywhere near the Lions. Yeah, I don't want to touch on that one. I think I would be a better coach than Adam Gase. I will not be a Lions fan anymore if they hire Bill O'Brien. I think that would be the last straw. If you go from Patricia to Bill O'Brien, I gotta abandon ship. And I know I always say that, but that's gotta be one where I stand my ground. All right, guys. I'm gonna get a quick little break here, and then in 5 minutes we're gonna play Take a Guess. I appreciate you guys coming here for this edition of Fan Friday. I'll be back with some more stuff coming up next week. Like I said, I'm going to try to get more things planned for you guys. Make sure you find quality films and Qwality TV. I'm going to start posting stuff there, but I'm going to be back next week with more sports videos. We're going to go sports only. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you for Take a Guess if you're staying to play. Shut up, Scott. You guys have a good one.